I think steroids are as American as apple pie.
Bam! Next message.
You're big fucking nuts. Take one back, man. Shut. Take one back.
This is a fucking actual sauce. That's not a rigatoni or a meatball, that's the sauce. Right there. Alright? There we go. We get a little bit of the bolognese on here. Ah. Man, that's fucking good. Wow. That's like a fucking orgasm.
You could sit here and watch this and think that I'm the biggest jerk-off or fluke or freak or whatever you want to call me, you know. I may not look appealing to you or anybody else, but that doesn't matter to me.
What is going on? It's 4th of July, right? And I'm patriotic anyway. That's my normal background. Sit here, wave the flag. All right? And, not for nothing, but, you know, I come from a background of soldiers. I'm the only one that wasn't a soldier. You know, I had my own issues, but, you know, my father was in the Korean War and a war veteran, and my son was in the Afghanistan War. You know, he's the more recent war, whatever they call that. My son was intelligence, you know, with the Army, and my father was, I don't know what the hell my father was. What did he drive? I don't think my father was, I don't know what the hell my father was like a sergeant in a, I don't know what he did. I don't remember what his Army job was, but my son was intelligence. And my son is NSA intelligence now. You know, he does all, does digital forensics, he did signal intelligence, did a lot of stuff. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm just looking at some cool shit I got here. I just realized, what is this? This is one of the, I gotta smell, sorry. I gotta smell the paper. This is one of my Arnold right here. This is from the Arnold Classic. What year is this? Oh, 2013. You know, when you go there and you work for Arnold, you know, you work at the Arnold thing, you get all these, like, you know, you get the, you know, this is pretty cool. You get all, like, it's like a playbook. You get all the guys that are in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's an actual magazine. They give it to the, you know, the vendors, because I worked for Muscular Development magazine back then. You know, I'm looking through all this shit. But you get all of this, my boys. Oh man, literally, I forgot about that. Poor Cedric McMillan. I liked him. Cedric McMillan. He was a good guy. Anyway, so, you know, this is the stuff you get. It's got a great, it's actually a pretty good magazine. You get the letter from Arnold, you know, and all that shit in there. I was looking at this, I don't know. I think my girlfriend's going to sell this, you know. I know some of you people are like, why would you sell shit? Yeah, but this thing's like loaded with shit. You know what I'm saying? It's got all kinds of shit in here, but whatever. Bodybuilding. I'm not doing the magazine thing, so I just happened to glance over because my girlfriend were fixing a lot of this shit up. I'm going to talk about a few things today really fast. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it. We just did the show. I just did the show for Dave, you know, with the little crybabies. And Valentino's talking over people. What a disgrace. Get rid of him. He doesn't let anybody talk. Meanwhile, that's fucking bullshit. Because I can't get fucking shit. I got to yell and blurt out shit because everybody else is talking. Larry was trying to say, I agree with Gregg. He said it 5 times, I agree with Gregg. And they wouldn't let him talk. They're more worried about talking about Michelle Obama not being a, woman. Which is stupid. None of that's true. Okay, but I just want to say something. I'm tired of you little fucking crybabies. You go on the internet like a coward because you're really scared shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you talk shit because nobody knows who you are. You know who I am. I'm Gregg Valentino, right? You know who the fuck I am. But anyway, I just want to make something clear. About the RFK thing, I support RFK. I didn't say I didn't like him. And my childhood friend knows more about him than that guy that was on the show, okay? Because my childhood friend, was very close to him when they were here. I'm not going to say his name because I don't think I'd have to get my childhood friend to tell me I could talk about him. But he was in with Robert Kennedy for years. And I know about Robert Kennedy. Robert Kennedy's a good man. And I like him. But, I'm conservative, he's not, and I support him 100%. I would vote for him in a second if my guy wasn't running. Here's my guy right here. You know what I mean? Some of you don't like it, oh well, but there's the Trump fucking thing, or DeSantis, those are my guys. But I like RFK, and I would definitely vote for him. I just was making a statement that the Democrats, he stands for everything that they're scared shit of, so they're not gonna, whatever. But nobody was talking bad about him. But, I get blasted on the line, online here, and people think like, you're putting him down. I never put him down. I said he's a great guy. I like him. I like RFK. I would vote for him, especially if I was to vote in a primary for a guy in the Democratic side. You better believe it would be RFK, okay? And I'd be happy, if he made it in there, I would be. So, but that's not my guy, but he's right there with my guy for me. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I had to straighten that out because you fucking guys, man. You little babies, my God. Everybody talks over everybody on that show. Yeah, I do it a lot, but I don't listen. What happens is I hear some bullshit coming out of somebody's mouth, and I got to just throw my 2 cents in. Sorry, it's the way it is, man. There's already too many people on that show as it is. And you guys who watch that show, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, it's too many people. So, of course, you're going to get people talking over each other. Dave talks over people. People talk over Dave. You know what I'm saying? It happens. I made a point. Larry said, I agree with Gregg, and they wouldn't let him talk. They were more interested in talking about, again, Obama's wife. But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, so you get a bunch of guys saying, you get the guy saying, Valentino doesn't work. You fucking idiots. I didn't, they think I inherited money and shit like that. What are you, fucking stupid? Do you think my parents died a long time ago, 25 years ago. You think my house that I live in, you think who pays the taxes? Who supports everybody? I got my niece living here now with me, another niece, okay? I raised her mother from an infant up like a daughter. They live with me in the house. I pay the bills. I make jokes and you fucking people take that shit seriously. It's a fucking holy Christ. It's unbelievable. When I tell you, I'm happily, because I drive a shitty car. Because first of all, I don't deserve a good car. I'd be I bounce off shit. I'm not I hit curbs and everything. I'm fucking shot. But I don't care about cars. You give me a Lamborghini, I sell the goddamn thing and put the money in the family here. Because that's what I do. I take care of everybody. Nobody takes care of me. What are you, fucking nuts? You people are funny. It's a joke. We make jokes. Do you think I work for, one guy's like, Valentino, I don't work a job for 30 years. Get the fuck out of here. What do you think, I work for Muscular Development for free? I make jokes about it, but I was the highest paid guy. What are you, crazy? You don't even fucking know. You have no fucking clue. Oh my God, some of you guys are fucking unbelievable. You know what you need? You need to put your fucking game face on. Right there, nootropic. Yeah, my boy, the one brother just died. He just died that made this. He died of a heart. He had heart problems and everything. You know, they're overweight. But they made this originally for their father with Alzheimer's, and this shit fucking works, bro. Let me tell you something. This shit works. It fucking smokes that shit Joe Rogan has. 800 milligrams of lion's mane alone. One serving. 800 milligrams. Okay? And there's a lot more than that. There's all kinds of mushroom extracts and fucking bullshit in there. Whatever. But you fucking momos need to put your fucking game face on. You guys believe everything you fucking hear on the internet? Are you serious? You really believe that shit? You believe everything? And crying about the fucking after-hours show. My God in heaven. Us guys all get along really well. Sorry to let you know that. You know, I'm sorry you don't think that and shit like that. You know? I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Listen. I want to do a new show. I'm going to be doing some shit on this channel here. I'm talking with people right now, but I got to make sure I don't do anything that gets the kibosh, you know, because you got to watch what you say. Freedom of speech doesn't exist right now. It's all bull to say, nice concept, but it's, you know, not legit. Because too many people. Why did that kid Nick get his channel fucking taken off? Nick Trigilli. That's his name. I can never remember his name. His name just came to me now. Why did he get his channel? I mean, did he do something that bad? You know? I know some of you don't like him, and some of you like him. But I don't have nothing against the guy. I think it's a shame. How do you have a channel with all these followers, and then it just, because you say something that somebody doesn't like, and they fucking report you, whatever, and then you get the kibosh, all your videos get deleted? You know? So I get it, you know, I'm going to go in a different direction with this shit. You know, it's coming, and I'm going to be doing live shit, and, I'd love to do... I'd like to have other people involved with me. I gotta see how that's gonna go, okay? But I know I'll be doing stuff with me, and I'm not gonna be just talking about bodybuilding. I'm sorry, guys. You know, I can only handle, like, so much of that. Only so much, you know? They're the most petty fucking people, too, and, you know, a lot of you people watch this shit. Really, some of you are really petty, bro. Woof. Woof. You think that when you tell me I suck, or I'm a disgrace, you think that with bag of oil, whatever, you think that bothers me? I love it. You're giving me hits. Keep going. Keep them. Come on. Keep them going. Anyway, I'm looking at shit over here. I got some crazy shit here. I love it. Look, old fucking... This is another old... Which one? What year is this, man? It was 1977. To me, it's not that old. But look at Playboy. Right. Look, Camel. See, remember them old ads? I don't want to get started, because I'll start doing bodybuilding shit. And then, I really don't want to do the I don't want to do the bodybuilding stuff. You know, to get into all that old magazine stuff, but it's tempting. I see so much shit sitting right here, you know what I mean, that I could be showing you guys, you know, old magazines and stuff, you know, old magazines, you know, the old mag. Look at this. This is original Muscle Mag. You know, what year is this, man? This is what year? I don't even know the year. It doesn't say it, but put it this way, it's the fucking 70s, somewhere in the 70s. Probably mid-70s. Look at who's on the back. Come on, look at that. Look at that. That's fucking gorgeous. Come on, man. Who looks like that? That's beautiful body. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to fall for that. I'm not going to fall for that. You know? Alright. You know what? Let's talk about a few things, and I'll be right back. Floating in the Hudson River in New York, baby. Fucking polluted. But then again, I'm a fucking Guinea greaseball, and I'm polluting it even more. I just peed back there. Anyway, stop fucking around.
I grew up reading Muscular Development.
Listen,
they told it to you
40s.
straight. Gregg Valentino told it to you straight. Remember that dude?
Oh,
with
yeah,
the huge arms?
Well, he let the inject synthol in his arms, make them like balloons. Yeah.
Fucked up, but he would tell you the real.
Yeah, come on, Greg.
1972 when the Yankees really sucked. 1972, right there, scorecard. Look at that. Look at that. That's my boy Bobby Mercer. Look at, wait, how much was gas here? Does it say? Look, this is a gas tank right there. Remember when, you guys remember when gas tanks look like gas, whatever you call pumps look like that shit? Remember that shit? This is a 1972 scorecard. I got this myself when I went to, I was in the Yankee Stadium. Did I fill it out, though? Some of them I filled out, and I didn't fill out this one. But look at that. Look at how they looked. Look at that shit, man. Anyway, I'm fucking old, huh? I wanted to talk about, like, the mind in bodybuilding. Now, a lot of you people don't understand it. When you watch some of these guys and stuff, there's some guys who are so intense, like Branch Warren, even Rich Gaspari, who didn't have the greatest genetics. They didn't have the greatest genetics, right? But yet, they went further than people who genetically were better than them. All right? And the reason why is because of the mind, the sheer will. It's like the rabbit and the turtle, right? You know the story about the rabbit and the turtle where they're both running a race, right? The rabbit knows I can smoke this turtle so easily. I don't even have to put much into it. So the rabbit, runs, takes a nap along the side of the road, but the turtle just keeps on moving, even though it's slow. It just keeps moving. The rabbit knows I can sit down, go to diner, have a dinner, come back out. I'm still ahead of the turtle. But eventually, what happens is, as the turtle's crossing the finish line, the rabbit's still fucking around thinking, well, I could do this, I can do that because I'm so fast, but he loses the race. Now, what I'm saying to you is that the mind is everything, okay, in bodybuilding. There's a lot of guys who got to where they are because of, they're just gifted genetically and, they could blow their nose and get jacked. But you'd be shocked at how strong, like, the mind is, your inner will. I'm not just talking about your guts or going in there, I'm going to train really hard. It's more than just training, okay? It's putting your mindset where it needs to be. It's being able to suffer when you need to suffer through dieting. It's all a matter of strategy, knowing your body, the whole feedback and everything. Listen to me. Let me just tell you how strong the mind is. I'm going to tell you a few things here, so just bear with me, okay? First of all, when I was younger, I was a really good baseball player. I don't know if I have the trophy over here. I have I showed you guys in 1972. Holy shit, that was this year, right? I was an MVP of the league in baseball. Every year, I was either MVP or I was the runner-up to MVP. I was really good. We called it the spark plug. I was the runner-up. But, so, I'd win MVP. I was a really good athlete, President's All-America, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so, but I used to bat righty, right? And then in the later 80s when, Reggie Jackson came in, and, I was a big Babe Ruth fan. I liked Mickey Mantle. I liked all those guys, But they were all lefties. Do you understand? Lou Gehrig, you watch old films of him. They were lefties. A lot of great Yankees were lefties, And whenever I would vision myself, I'd be at Yankee Stadium with my parents and shit, all my friends, and I'd always I'd go behind the backstop and I'd see them, even during batting practice, I'd watch and I'd picture myself up there and how I would hit that pitch. But whenever I would see myself, I was lefty. I was always picturing myself up there, and there I am, and I'm batting lefty. I was never batting right. I'm like, wait a minute. Why do you see yourself as a lefty and not a righty, And because I was righty, I batted right. But that's the way my father taught me, how to play. Since I was young, I was always a right-handed batter. Now, when I was in high school, I was a right-handed batter. And towards the end of the season, I remember telling my coach one day, I said, you know what? I want to just try to see what it's like getting up lefty, because in my head, whenever I see myself up or I see that pitch coming, I'm watching a pitcher throw the ball, and I'm like visualizing me and how I would get up there and how I would hit the ball. I was always lefty. So I said to my coach, let me try lefty. And he's like, oh, come on, Valentino, stop fucking around. You're not a lefty, you're a righty. Unless you've been doing that, since you were young, don't waste our time. But I said, I just want to try it, okay? So I got up. I batted lefty. The first pitch he threw me, I smacked it all the way into the outfield. I didn't hit a home run, but I smacked it into the outfield, okay, which meant I made contact with it. And I have a totally different swing righty than I do lefty, you know what I mean? And it's more like a Darryl Strawberry where, I almost like fucking, almost like tennis racket to ball, but, and from that day on, I could bat lefty or righty. And I even played in games where I batted lefty, and I did fucking just as good as I did righty. Meanwhile, I never played lefty. Now, I remember we played fathers and sons when my son was in Little League, and the fathers pitched against me, and one of the deals is we had to play left. If you're a righty, you have to play lefty. If you're righty, lefty, you have to play righty. You have to go the opposite way. And I'm righty, so I batted lefty, and I hit a home run over the field, and over the fence. And they were like, "Oh, come on, you're supposed to bat the opposite way." I said, "I'm a righty, bro. Here, watch, throw it to me righty. I'll do the same thing." What I'm saying is, it was in the mind. It's that I saw myself lefty, yet I wasn't a lefty, but I could perform as a lefty. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Let me tell you something about that I learned a long time ago. I had a friend, okay, which was crazy. His name was Mark. He was into martial arts, and he also worked as a hypnotist. So he was a hypnotist. I mean, he actually went to school for all this shit. He went as a therapist, like did therapy, you know what I mean? Like, what do you call it? Did like therapy, he would hypnotize people, say stop smoking and shit, that kind of stuff, And I asked him to hypnotize me. I don't know what the fuck happened, but he said some shit happened. But that's neither here nor there. He used to be able to do shit with his mind. It was the most incredible shit. I've seen him take a quarter. First of all, he'd sit there and do the quarters where you go on your knuckles and then fucking walk across the knuckles and shit. I seen him lay on his chest and make the quarter walk across his chest. I seen him walk on broken glass and never get cut on his feet. I've seen him do shit like that. He's done like the hot coals and he does all that shit, yet he doesn't get burnt. I've seen him, with karate, he'd set up all these like little flames, like on candles and shit, and he would go pop, 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 and snap his foot and put lights out on each candle. He would do the most craziest shit, But the quarters, making him walk across his chest and making him do, like, he could walk it up and down his arm and stuff, And it was all through the power of the mind. He used to tell me that all the time, that you'd be shocked what the mind can do. And I used to ask him, how can you walk across that? I seen him do it. How can you walk across, like, glass that's sticking up, shards of glass, and not get cut? And he said, I conditioned my mind to do that. And, it's just like, what's his name? Oh, God. David Blaine. All right, I saw David Blaine in person. I was in New York City. I might have told you this story before. Valentino, you repeat your stories. Fuck you. Anyway, I was in New York City, and I was walking by. I see all these people kind of gathering around, and I'm like, what the fuck are they looking at? And I walk right into the in front of everybody, and I look, and there's this guy sitting in an ice cube, a giant ice cube, and it was David Blaine, And he was sitting there, and I looked at him, and he actually looked me right in the eye and waved. He was in an ice. He was in a big block of ice. David Blaine in a block of ice. Google it. In Manhattan. And I was right there, and I was like, dude, there's a man in the ice. And I knew nothing about him and never saw him before, never heard his name. I didn't know why everybody was gathered around looking. It wasn't a huge crowd, but there was a bunch of people. Now, I think more came later, but, and he was just sitting there and he waving, from the ice. And then I see him on Joe Rogan's show. And I see him tell Joe Rogan, take this spike, it's a long spike like this, and stick it through his bicep. And Joe Rogan did it. He stuck it right through his biceps, and he's like, look, I can stand here, there's no problem. Pull it out, and it didn't bleed. And a lot of this shit is mind control. He'll tell you, like, my friend was like David Blaine, is my friend Mark. He was like David Blaine. He could do shit that you wouldn't believe. He could stand on one leg and stand on a log, you know what I mean, like a post sticking up like this. I saw him doing it on a log, but whatever. It was sticking up like this, a fence post, and he could stand there for like a half hour on one leg, just with one leg, like in that fucking karate move and shit. And all of that is in the mind. So if you apply the mind into bodybuilding and training and what you want to do and your goals and focus, you'd be shocked how important that is. And I use my mind. I know a lot of you people don't think I have a mind, but I didn't get where I got because I'm stupid, all right? And I'm telling you, if you can learn how to tap into your mind and make things in your life better. Stop stressing little things that are so puny. You shouldn't be stressing them. How, other things like, where you want to go with your career. And you gotta visualize that. That's what Arnold used to talk about. Like, he would say, like, he would put his mind in his muscles. I technically do the same thing, especially with legs. But he could put his mind in his muscle and sit there and just, he would vision like it turning into like a mountain. You know what I mean? A lot of these things matter. And you gotta learn also, like, how to go about the hills and valleys of life. Let me restart this. There's certain areas of your brain that you need to learn how to control to make everything in your life better. Okay? My friend, the one that does all the shit with the mind, his name's Mark, he would actually be able to, like, he would go into, like, trances and actually be able to focus and visualize even his day, things that was going to happen. And, if there was a lion in the room, he couldn't take the lion. Let's be realistic, okay? But he would know how to not panic and how to find the way out of that situation where, he somehow or other get away. You know what I mean? What I'm trying to tell you is, we all go through ups and downs in life, and we all have things like, bills you gotta pay, or girlfriend's fucking giving you trouble, or wife, or kids are fucking, I don't know, whatever. You have to first conquer. All wars are won up here, in the brain, in the cabeza, okay? You gotta first visualize things and see how, get your way out of it. Do you understand what I'm saying? You ever watch a guy that does the Rubik's Cube? You ever see those superstars? The one guy did something in 3 seconds, like this, and was done. They first look at the Rubik's Cube, and they look at it, and they're so in a zone, in a fucking zone, that thing is all different colors all over the fucking place. And they can sit there, and they will look at it first, and they'll get their brain totally into that Rubik's Cube. They focus, their brain is so connected to that little Rubik's Cube that when it's time to go, they are that and done. They're done in less than 5 seconds. I think the guy just broke the record. It was like 3.5 seconds. So fucking take a fucking full Rubik's Cube. It's all fucking mumbo jumbo, and make it so it's all yellow, red, blue, green, whatever. Okay, that's all the mind. You'd be shocked what the mind can do. Your mind can shut off pain signals. Your mind can also bring on pain signals. A lot of you people that are stuck on pain meds and need fucking medication to stop anxieties and all that shit. Breathe. Learn how to use your brain. Focus. Use your mind. Okay? Get your mind in the right place, and you'll be shocked you don't need that shit. A lot of people that have addictions, the addiction is here. It's not it creates a physical addiction. Do you understand that? You have to understand all these things to get you to the next place in life. And you could use it for working out, You can control, like I can when I do back, same thing. I have a really broad, huge V taper, And the way I visualize it, I can actually, as I'm working, I can see behind. It's almost like I can actually take my brain and see behind me. And I can actually see each muscle working in the back and how it should move. I can't explain it to you. I do exactly what Arnold said. I have that muscle-mind link, and I put the mind right into the muscle. Okay? But I also don't let stupid things like people talking shit on the internet get to me. I don't let anything get to me, okay? I'm a very focused guy with a lot of shit. You'd have to know the real me, you know what I mean? And the way I go about things in life. And I'm just trying to help a lot of you cope with things and realize that the mind is so strong that you can get shot, for Christ's sake, and your brain can actually not feel pain. I mean, like I said, fucking David Blaine, that thing went right through his arm, out the other side, a spike this long. Joe Rogan stuck in it. Even Joe Rogan was like this. He felt no pain, could move his arm, pull it out, not even blood. It's just how my friend used to be able to walk on that broken glass. He explained it to me. It's all in the mind, how he, puts his mind that glass cannot penetrate his feet, and it doesn't. It's, Don't ask me how, okay? But it doesn't. How he can make a quarter, he can sit like this and put a quarter and make it go across his chest, not fall down there. Walk. It walks. It flips like this, like, you know, like a slinky or something. You know? He does it across his hands. He puts it on here, puts it on there, make it walk down and up his arm. He moves each muscle. It's like he has a control over each muscle. It's all the mind, okay? So if you can use that, what I just told you, to shut out bullshit in your life, okay, and not stress the little things, or even some of the big things, and learn there's a way out. Like the Rubik's Cube. There's a way out. You just got to know. Well, you got to be able to see the situation, focus on it, and get to where you need to be in your mind first. The battle first is one up here. When that guy takes the Rubik's Cube, all right, and he does it this in 3 seconds, he has a plan. He sees it. He looks at it first, like I said, and he puts a battle plan. When he looks at it and he says, okay, I'm ready, and he shakes his head, he already knows in his head how he's going to win that war. Okay? Gabish? Do you understand that? I know the thing, what I told you about batting lefty. I can bat lefty already to this day. All right? And I'm not no fucking Reggie Jackson, but I'm pretty fucking good considering I never fucking, I didn't learn how to do it till I was older. Okay? It's all up here. I saw it before it happened. For some reason, I always saw myself as a lefty. I never saw myself as a righty. You know what I'm saying? David Blaine stood on a post for 24 hours up in the air. That fucking thing was like standing on a telephone pole. I've seen my friend do a half hour on a fucking, like a log. It just stand there. Do you know how hard that is to do? Do you have any fucking idea? One leg he stood. Blaine stood, I think, with 2 legs, but still, 24 hours. You have no idea. The mind is the most incredible thing, and you got to tap in it for the good as well as to fight the bad. You understand? To get to the next level in life, and as well as to cut out the bullshit. Cut out the bullshit. All right? There's a way out of everything. I don't care how fucked up you think your life is. I don't care how fucked up or whatever. Even stressing a girl. There's times I'm sure you've had a girlfriend or somebody in your life where you thought, oh my God, I had this girl, and if she dumps you, I'm never going to meet another girl. There's no way. I love her so much, whatever. And now you're with another girl, you look back and think, oh man, I was stupid, huh? I'm just saying, you got to be able to focus, and you got to be able to shut things out. You understand? That's why racehorses wear blinders like this, so they can only see forward. And believe it or not, it gets their mind. They see only forward. There's no distractions. And you got to learn how to do that with your brain, so there's no distractions. Okay? You can do it. It doesn't matter if it's your job at work is driving you fucking crazy, your kids, your fucking girlfriend, your wife, your fucking whatever your deal is. Okay? Whatever it is. There's a way out. It's not the end of the road. You got to use your greatest muscle, which is your cabezo, your brain. You got to use that. All right? I hope this helps a lot of you guys. I just want you to know that you can tap into things. If my friend can walk across fucking broken glass, guy not get cut, or David Blaine could stick a spike through. If I could get up lefty and hit the fucking ball, you can do it too. Okay? You can do greater things. Just learn how to focus, use your mind, use it to visualize, see your body parts when you're training them. Okay? But in life, sometimes maybe put the Percocet down, or the Vicodin, or whatever your little pain reliever thing is, and stop the pain with this. Stop your addiction with this. Okay? If you got a drinking problem, stop it with this. If you need something that makes you happy, start with this. You don't need that. Got it? Alright. I'm on a set of Generation Iron, and I'm taking my new favorite supplement, Game Face. I used to take Alpha Brain, but it's twice as strong, and I'm a big nootropic guy, and I need it when I do films like this. So, like me, I think you should get your Game Face on. Anyway, alright, I hope that helps you guys. Look, I'm not going to do this too much, so get over it. March 1981. Look at that. Jeff King. Look at that fucking body on Jeff King. Everything. And then Clarence Bass on the back. We'll talk more about this shit. I don't want to get too into it. Stop it. I got to stop this, or I can keep going. Forget about it. I like the fact that these magazines were little compared to, you know, the regular magazines, you know, which were bigger. Whoop, I got it upside down. You know, these were little, at least a little big. Anyway, I'm dropping shit over here. Look, here goes my fucking bottle of bullshit. Game face bullshit. And then I drop my real bullshit Yankee thing. Alright, so listen, I hope that helps you guys. The mind thing is the mind is a great thing, you know, strong, don't waste it, or whatever the fuck that stupid commercial was. You know, you don't always need this, but sometimes these aren't so bad, you know. This just gives you a little kick in the ass for some energy. That was root beer bang. Root beer blaze. I like anything root beer. It's got no calories, no sugar, you know. I'm a root beer guy. Anyway, I never drank regular beer, believe it or not. I've never even tasted beer, nor do I want to, but that's neither here nor there. Alright guys, listen to me. I'm going to be doing, get ready, because I'm going to be doing some shit on this shit here. I'm probably going to go do some live shit. I'd like to do I almost like to do like a radio show where I call in, you guys call, we answer questions. I don't mean like, you know, you type that shit. I wouldn't mind talking to some of you guys, you know, like they do on talk radio and shit. That would be my favorite thing to do, to be honest with you. Just talk to you guys where you call up, we answer questions, maybe have a little conversation, that's it, you know, and the next guy gets on, you know. I would love that. So some of you fucking cowards that like talk shit on here, you know, my name is, you know, PT Bodybuilding or whatever the fuck it is, you know, you fucking joke, you know what I'm saying? Talk, you know, I'd love to see your phone number too. But anyway, so, I'm sitting here, I'm fucking sweating my ass off. I get like 1,000 lacrosse sticks right here. My girlfriend sells, 1,000. I'm not, if I showed you, I don't want to show you too much of this room though. You have no idea. There's 1,000 lacrosse sticks here. My girlfriend's like a fucking fanatic with that shit. But, yeah, she sells them, so submit down. Oh, that's right, we don't work over here. I don't build statues or any other shit that I do, right? Anyway, so, listen guys, just get your shit together. Don't stress the little shit. You know, we'll be doing more. I want to do stuff. I like talking about shit other than bodybuilding. You have no fucking clue, man. Oh my god. You know, I like every fucking subject. What I like when Joe Rogan has, like, interesting people on. Like, you know, this guy lived in the jungle for a while. I like watching shit like that. Like, you know, when he has that Chinese dude that, like, wandered into the jungle, lived in the Amazon, is like fucking, you know, like people, like, you know, like, crazy people he met and shit. I love stuff like that, and that's the kind of shit I like, you know. I like everything, current events. I wouldn't mind doing a lot, you know, talking with shit like that, you know. So I got a lot of things we'll be talking about, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to involve my girlfriend in this, which is not easy to do, because she's not a fan of bodybuilding, and she doesn't, you know, her and Lee Priest fucking talk every day, but that's neither here nor there. You know, we like to, you know, she just wants to be in the background. She doesn't like to fucking be involved, you know. She's shy. You know, until you get to know her, then she don't shut up, but she's fucking shy. You know, which I guess is not bad. You know, she's young. She's a lot younger than me. She's 36 years old. I'm fucking turning 63. But we've been together like 18 years, you know, so it's been a long time now. 17, 18 years, whatever it's been. It's been a long time. Some of you know, you've seen me talk about her in muscular development, blah, blah, blah. And I called her by a different name because that's what she asked me to do, but whatever. Mercedes, you know. So, anyway. Alright, listen guys, use your head, stop stressing stuff, learned a long time ago, stop banging your head against the wall over things you can't change. It doesn't do anything, just hurt your head, hurt your fist when you punch a hole in the wall like an idiot. Okay, now you got a hole in the wall, your fist is a little fucking throbbing, and guess what? The situation's still the same, your wife's still a bitch, you know, whatever made you do it, your boss is still an asshole, whatever the deal is, and now you gotta fix the fucking wall. And now your hand's fucking hurt. Maybe you can't go to the gym tonight because it fucking hurt my hand punching a wall. Good on you, huh? Maybe you'll learn. This right here. Use your head. Learn to condition your mind. Put the Percocets down, put the fucking painkillers down, put some of the shit down that you fucking use that, I need this to feel normal, Lexapro or whatever, some of it you're going to have to wean yourself off of because you're hooked. I have a friend who takes one Lexapro a day, try to go off the fucking thing, and he felt like he was falling off a cliff. Yeah, I'm like, dude, that's not good. You don't even need that shit. Now you made yourself dependent on that. So you're going to have to go from 1 to half a pill a day. And you stay on that for a while, to a quarter of a pill a day until you're out. Yeah, that's whatever you got to do. You got to do it, okay? But learn to use this. This is you'll be shocked what people can do. You'll be shocked. I have another friend that used to do like out-of-body experiences. Used to be able to swear that he can float out of his body. Used to do the shit. I know a lot of you guys probably think that's ridiculous, but Charlie Gasparino from Fox News and I have seen him do this shit. We all grew up together, little boys, Oh, there's a lot of shit, And the guy that's from RFK's friend, you know what I mean? The one that, my friend we all grew up as little boys together. We see my friend do this crazy shit too. Not my friend Mark, it's another guy. The guy who got me into working out, actually. But, the brain. Use your fucking head, please. Okay? Use your head, start thinking things out, and start fucking compartmentalizing shit. And just realize that you can do whatever you want to do, but first you got to win the war up here. The Rubik's Cube guy, he knew, okay, I'm ready, let's do it. Ready? He knew exactly the moves he was going to make. Boom, left, right, blah, blah, blah. He knew every move he was going to make, because he first put the battle up here. Wars are won in the mind first. Do you understand? Even in fights. When Street Jesus knocked out, what's his name over there? The redhead fucking with the curly hair, Ben Askren. Okay? When Masvidal knocked him out, he knew. He said, Ben Askren's going to come at me. And he's going to come low. He's going to try to take me down because he's a wrestler. Because he knows he can't stand up and fight. You know what I mean? So he's going to do it. Try to do a ground move. He said, and when he doesn't, he comes at me like that because that's his shtick. I'm going to fucking knee him right in the head. And that's exactly what happened. The bell rang. Askren came at him. Boom, boom, boom. And that's what happened, okay? But he won that battle first up here. Okay? It was in his mind first. He knew what he was going to do first. He knew how he was going to take that battle and win that first. He had it all plotted. It was there. He knew it. And he won. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? And that's how you have to find. When it's like in a game, if you're playing billiards, pool, those guys don't look, oh, here's the ball, here's a hole right here, I could just knock this ball into that hole. You want to make sure that not only do you knock this ball, but then the next shot is set up over here, and the next shot is set up over here, and then they think ahead and they have it all planned out. Do it. Get your brain in the right place. Start relaxing. First start by relaxing. And then breathing. That's how you start, okay? Relax and breathe and visualize things. Learn. Go online. Find different ways to relax the brain and get in touch with your brain. You know what I mean? There's different techniques. I do the breathing techniques and I relax. My friend, when he would hypnotize you, he would tell you, relax your toe. Then relax your, the front part of your foot, then the heel, then the ankle, then the calf, then the shin, the ankle. Okay. He would go all the way up the body. By the time you hit the top of your head, you were already like so relaxed. He would relax each body. He would tell you that, and you'd be out. You have no idea. Now, I don't know how to do any of that shit. And I don't do that, but I know how to relax and do shit. And I don't let things fucking get to me, okay? And that's what you have to learn. But you don't need a pill to do that. You need this. So if you're on pills, get off that shit now, okay? Start different. Start learning how to, get into your own brain. I love you guys. I got a lot of shit coming. I'm just wishy-washy which way I'm going to go. We'll figure it out, okay? I got some more videos coming. Stop fucking around, okay? Well, you after hours little fucking freaks, then, oh my God, you crybaby, you little fucking crybabies. I love it. We're getting the hits. I love it. Bring them on. More hits. More hits, more dates, right? What's that guy? More plates, more dates, right? More hits, more dates. Anyway, stop fucking around. You other fuckers, pay your child support. Don't be a deadbeat dad. I don't like that shit, all right? I just got a new niece. I raised a niece from a little baby. Now she's an adult. And she has her own kid. She's 40. She lived with me as an infant. Okay, I raised her. Now her daughter's here because I'm taking care of her. Okay? They don't pay me a dime. I take care of her. Okay? Because that's what I do. Alright? That's what I do. Family first, always. Make sure you take care of your family first, always. Family over everything. And let's go. God bless America. God help us with all the other shit. And again, I am a Robert Kennedy fan. Don't ever think I'm not. That's not true. It's just, he's not my first choice. Only because I already have my views on things. But I would definitely vote for him. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Stop fucking around. I'll see you in the next video.